Follow my Twitch and Discord, link in the description below. Alright, for this first clip here, I'm playing Reaper on Havana, and we're starting our final push after the second checkpoint, heading towards the castle here. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get into a spot where the enemy doesn't know that I am, where I can execute a decent flank as soon as the team fight starts, where, you know, there'll be a bunch of sound that I can use as cover to TP in and be able to take a fight. So I spent a little bit of time crouch walking around in this room after I TP in here, trying to see if any of the enemies spotted me, see if I can spot anyone close that I could pick off. And eventually I decide that once the team fight starts and everyone's shooting, that I could try and TP next to this wall, and if it doesn't work out, I can just fade away. But if it does, it's going to be a massive flank. And I get here and I'm like, oh my god, they don't see me. I'm just kind of sneaking around waiting for the perfect opportunity. And the opportunity is when the enemy Reaper leaves, I just jump him. I jump him and I roll him. And the team fight is won, and it's an easy push for my team. Alright, now here's an example of what not to do. I'm playing Sigma in this. I'm a tank. This is like a mid-plat to low diamond lobby. And this is what they say when Reapers like get snuffed out in higher ranks. Don't be like this guy. Don't do an obvious TP because you will get punished. Roll the clip. Alright, now let's talk about win condition on Reaper. You have two very obvious win conditions. One is you can be a tank buster, which means if you see that your enemy supports don't have like a very good support comp and your teammates are bullying the enemy tank, you can just jump in there on Reaper and he does insane amounts of damage to a tank up close, and you can honestly kill a tank very, very fast. That's like what a lot of low-level Reapers do, and you can do it as you pick and choose into like the mid to higher ranks, but like it becomes more rare because support comps are usually pretty solid and tanks are usually pretty smart. And then your second win condition is flanking enemy supports, which everyone wants to do. That's like your bread and butter as a DPS, is to jump on an enemy support and kill them. But don't get too support flank happy. Like, you got to spend some time acting like you're tank busting, or like being in there. Like, you got to spend time in the enemy field of view for like a little while so they forget that you flank, and then execute a flank. If you just keep repeatedly executing a flank, they'll be constantly looking for it. So like, try and switch it up a little bit. It's more of like it's a situational thing at best. And then your third win condition is taking isolated 1v1s with enemy DPS if they get too far away from their teammates, because you as Reaper can heal yourself when you do damage to them, so you're actually a good 1v1 hero. So in this clip, my tank is dead to a junk tire, so my immediate response is to try and kill both these DPS below me as quickly as possible, and I actually end up solo ulting the soldier here. The reason for this is once the DPS are cut off, I can peel back to the point and assist both my supports and my other DPS, and we can easily make quick work of their supports and their tank in order to win the match here. And the enemy DPS try to make a final push, but we just end up cleaning them up at the end for a nice clean victory. I think that the solo ult was worth it. I don't know. I feel like it was just the fastest way to deal with the soldier before getting back to point to kill the others. This next team fight's actually kind of interesting. So this Ana ended up surviving after the previous team fight and somehow stayed behind while her teammates respawned. And I heard her, so I came over here and killed her really fast. And then I TP'd up, and while I was doing that, my soldier and my tank both died to enemy DPS ultimates. So I decided to take out the Rhine quickly, and I wanted to kill the Mercy, but the Ana respawned. So I decided the best thing to do at that point was to just pull out and get away with my life. I feel like this next kill is really important. A lot of people need to learn is when you get a kill and there's an enemy Mercy, that you should puppy guard your kill until you're sure that the other person has respawned, so the Mercy can't res them in your face like they normally end up doing. And it actually ended up working out in my favor, and also this is a high ground position, so I'm defending it from anyone else taking it. I think it was the right play in this certain situation. I like this next play, not because of the ultimate that I used in it, which was nice, but because I chose to fade away from this Ana, because she had the range advantage there, and had I walked towards her shooting, there's actually a pretty decent chance she would have killed me, which would have been a needless way to die because the fight was already won. And so I just ended up fading away, and my team cleaned it up anyways. So I think it was a 10 out of 10 exchange. In the final fight of this match, my teammate pops Tranquility and jumps down to stall points, so I decided to follow him up by using Death Blossom and get a nice 2 picks. And then I chase this Ryan around a little bit, but unfortunately I get Shell Bebopped and sent to the Netherrealm, but we do end up winning the game. And I feel like I played a major part in winning this entire match for my team here. I felt like my plays were well executed in the way I was in my thinking going through them. But yeah, if you think while you play Reaper, good things happen. If you think, bad things happen. Victory. I feel like this final clip here just kind of speaks for itself. Reaper can just output an insane amount of damage, and when you couple that with a decent team on your side, you kind of are just guaranteed a roll. But yeah, this is just, I don't know. Watch and see what you think. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. There'll be more videos like this soon. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.